Good morning, you three. Welcome to week 8. I hope you're logging into the whole school prayer with Brother Pat at 9 a.m. Just click on the link and you'll be able to do so. For spelling, we have two particular sounds that we are going to be focusing on. So we have V and W. So V as in V or VE, and as in W, WH or U, web, whale, and queen. So these are the words that you're going to be focusing on for the week. I'll read out the cloud words because you do have some tricky words. These are the words: arrival, conversation, so just to talk to somebody; environment, evaporate, so something disappears or condense or turns into gas; evidence, invention; 12th, wealthy; weather, weather. This weather, as in the beautiful weather that I have at the moment, where I'm sitting outside, or whether in the next one is to ask a question, whether or not. Whisper, weathered. So something that weathered away would mean that it started to probably dehydrate and shrink until it no longer was of existence. Okay, so usually like a leaf in winter could weather away. Television and vacancy, to have room. So when you're doing the task on the next slide, after you have a go at sound waves, you can choose one or you can do both. So these are all the words that will have in them, and these ones will have in them. Okay, so you can have a go at doing those. Once you've done that, for reading, we're going to be investigating a very famous poem about Australia called My Country. So we're just looking at the vocab today. The first word is properties. In the particular context that we're looking at things that belong to somebody, a possession. So usually like a house, if somebody owns a house, you would say that is their property. A poet is a person who creates poetry. A verse is like saying a paragraph. So when we're talking about informative text or a narrative, we can talk about paragraphs. In a poem, we call them a verse or a stanza. It's just a portion of a song or a poem. Ability means to be able to do something. Countryside is the rural area or areas. Okay, so like a farmland or something. All I want you to do today is this here. So you have to come up with 3 clues to come up with for somebody to be able to guess your word. So the word, for example, I have is verse. One clue is that it can also be referred to as stanza. That's another name for it. I put 2 examples of a verse, and I said they're found in poems. So I want you to go back to any of the words that I just explained to you, and I want you to come up with 3 clues to guess that word and do it on this slide. Once you've done that, for writing, I would like you to watch this video. It's not too long because we're actually going to be looking at complex sentences for this particular week, which are a little bit trickier than compound sentences. We will be using conjunctions, but we're going to be using something called a subordinate conjunction. I'm going to pause the video there so that you can have a little bit of a break after spelling and then remake the next video from this particular slide.